Hi guys, I'm on my way to many. I am mom to 14 children. 12 of my children still live here at home with me and my husband. So we are going to, part of my whole fall getting ready type thing, every bit count, I'm doing the every bit counts challenge. Part of that also for us in our household is making sure that we have enough beauty supplies stocked up. We have enough cleaning supplies stocked up because we live really far away from places that I can stock up those things over 2 hours, or about 2 hours, not over, about 2 hours away, where I stock up on supplies and such. So today we are going to make soap. We're going to be making a couple different types of soap over the next couple days. We're going to be making shampoo bars. I had to wait for an ingredient to come in through Amazon to make my shampoo bars. But today we're going to make 3 types of soap. We are going to do lemon, vanilla, and lemongrass. And I am talking my daughter, who is 15, through how to do this. I wait until people are around 14, 15, that age, before they learn how to make soap, because it can be very dangerous because the lye is caustic. So we are, it's funny because some people don't realize that all soap uses lye. If you are to pre-buy something like a melt and pour, they have already used lye. So in order to be soap, it needs to use lye, or if it's a liquid soap, then it would use potassium. I forget the name of it because I don't do it all that often. So yeah. Anyway, all of them need it. So we are going to make this soap today. I'm pretty excited about it. My supply has gotten really low. Actually, my shampoo supply has gotten so low. And so I was going to be doing shampoo bars first, but decided that I went to go see what I had for ingredients, and I did not have my shea butter. And so I ordered shea butter in. I also ordered, I don't add fragrances. Many people add fragrances, but we do not add any of that because that's like a chemical compound. We only add natural things. So I am using all essential oils. I only use essential oils in my soap making. I also only use natural colorants, which a lot of people say, oh, well, there's lots of whatever. My natural colorants are going to look natural. It's going to be herbs, it's going to be spices, and it's going to be natural, literal clays. Not micas, not things that have crazy colors and that type of stuff, because there's also some studies going along with those that might not be so healthy. So we are all about your body. Your skin is your biggest organ. So if you're trying to get toxins out of your body, changing your soap over is really important, and it saves money. So this recipe that we're doing today is not my most cost-effective bar, but I will break down the best that I can, because some stuff we grow. I will try to break down the cost the best that I can for you guys. So let's do it. Okay, so lemon, and I'm using this much. I usually do about that much for each one, although my lemongrass, which smells so yummy, I'm doing a little bit less, but that's okay because that's all the bottle. But that's okay. It will come out fine. It's only for our own use, but I love the smell of lemongrass. Oh my, I do. So here we have, what we do is we make goat's milk. This one is actually from powdered goat's milk. We used to actually have goats and milk the goats and then put it in these. So this is powdered goat's milk mixed up, and then we freeze it into these little things. These are actually cupcake containers. So we take and we freeze silicone cupcake muffin tins. We put it in there, freeze it like that, and then pop them out. That is the perfect size for us to do it. You don't want to have it in a big block because it takes too long, and then it will trace really early and cause some issues. So I wanted to do the first one with her without using clays, because it can take a lot longer if you're doing clays. I mean, it can like set up really quick. So none of these have any colorants or anything. We're just using the essential oils. We are going to be making 3 silicone trays here. Right now she is measuring out the lye. I get my lye on Amazon. I'll try to remember to link that in the description box below, as well as whatever other equipment I have here. I'll try to link that in the description box below for you guys. This is melted. It depends on the time of year. If you are doing it in the middle of the winter, you really should probably heat this up and then let it come down to a temperature of 110. But it is the middle of summer. All right, so what she's gonna do is take the goat's milk and put that in. So we have 39 ounces of goat's milk. Needs to be in a non-aluminum pan as well. Make sure that you're wearing appropriate gear for soap making, because lye is caustic. So other things that she has is these other oils over here, and these are just going to be waiting to get poured in, but we make sure that they're all prepped. So you want them to be in liquid form, not in solid form, when you have frozen goat's milk. If you have just water and you're doing just water, then they don't have to be. The lye will actually break them down okay, but with frozen goat's milk, we found that it's best to not do that. I see little puppies. It's fine. Good thing this is for us, because apparently things did not get washed completely. But you can do nothing about that now. It's just little bits of herbs from the last time we made this soap. We used to sell this soap years ago, but have stopped. Probably about 3 years ago we stopped. All right, so now she's gonna start adding some of the oils. So she's gonna do the thickest oil first, which is going to be, actually no, that's lard. This is lard, isn't it?
Yes, it's lard.
Okay, which is gonna be the lard. Go ahead and stir while I do it. So. So altogether we have 34 ounces of lard. You could also use tallow. We used lard because we get this lard free from our pigs. So this is a 0 cost for us, or a very low cost for us. And she also had put the olive oil in the bottom of that one. And the olive oil was, let me see, 45 ounces of olive oil. And then in this next one that I'm gonna do, it's 2 tablespoons of castor oil, and then 36 ounces of coconut oil. Oh, I got it. This one has a weird spout. It always ends up leaking a little bit like that. So you want to make sure, watch yourself because this is going to plop a little. Go down a little bit. All of our stuff that we use for soap making is only for soap making. We do not use it for anything else. And you always make sure that you have everything that is non-aluminum is very important. So let's see. So now I am going to get the stick blender. Do you want to start mixing that? So you want to mix this, make sure it's all the way in. Now, once you've stopped, this is how you check it. You're going to lift it and see how it's dripping like that. You want it to like not drip and kind of run over a little bit. So she's going to do it for a little bit longer, and I'm going to be still drippy. There we go. What's this?
Oh, that's supposed to be on it too, sorry.
Okay, and she had this too. Okay, now she has this and it's still drippy, but wait a second. It's getting on the other side of drippy. I know, the other side of drippy. I'm good. I am going to serve this out into a couple containers here so that we can mix the scent in to finish it up. So I pretty much want 3 equal parts of this. So I'm just going to go back and forth and then try to leave the equal amount in the bottom here. Yes, I should be wearing gloves, guys, you know. You guys should know me by now. If I burn myself, I'll dump vinegar on myself and that will work. When I do a bunch of batches, it's like the first batch, I forget exactly how many that I put in each one. But then once I get going, then I'm like, oh yes, that's how many I put in each one. So we're going back and forth in these. So we have 3 equal parts. It probably will do a little bit more than the 3 trays that I have here. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on what we're adding in and how much we're adding in. How much it's actually going to take or not take. You can put these in any style mold. We like to use silicone molds. Basically what I do is if I am doing soap, then for like our bodies, then I put it in these long like tray type molds. If I am doing soap, like shampoo bars, I have a specific mold for that. And if I am doing like plain lard, which is the one that I use for cleaning mostly, then I have a specific type of container for that, so we can tell just by the shape what they look like. I'm gonna put one more in this other one. Here we go. Now what I'm going to do is, I'll just put that down for a minute, we'll wipe the table after. I am going to start with this one here. I'm adding the vanilla in here, and then I'm going to mix it and pour it. So if you are going to be adding, clays or anything like that, you'd want to do that right now because it is getting a little bit thicker, but it's not quite at a trace. But when you add clays, it traces up really quick. I will be sharing with you on later videos how I do clay-based soaps. Okay, we're about here. See, it's like bubbly, almost like a cake batter. And when I do this, I can see like a little line go over this. Let's see. Up, and you can see it drag it over. Hope you guys can see that. That is a trace. So that is what we want from this. I am going to put this in the next one and then pour. Hold that, please. So we're just gonna pour this into the mold. I need you out of here, please. And I'll leave the rest in here to pour in a different mold. And she is going to work on the next one, and I am going to give her lemon. See if it's done. Not quite. Almost. So put that in the pan. And then I'm going to be putting this into the next mold. So this one is the lemon one. Then I'm putting the excess into these little molds here just for fun. And go grab another one. And she is going to work on the last one, which is in here, and this is going to be lemongrass. Let go. Okay, now you need to take your hands and spin this and bring that into the sink.
So I went to go grab
Don't let it trip though.
Great picture.
Here. There you go. All right, I'm gonna pour this last one in now. Oh, that smells so good. And then just putting some in here. So that's about it. I'm gonna get this cleaned up and then I'll do a cost breakdown for this particular bar of soap for you. So I'm bringing them over, but I thought I would just show you this. All I did with this is I just took a spoon and kind of did this up here just to give it a little bit different look. So we just finished up the soap making and I'm gonna give you a breakdown. So if you were to buy goat's milk like as regular goat's milk, you'd probably spend about $5.44. That's not the powdered kind. The powdered kind is actually cheaper, but if you were to buy like goat's milk, just regular from like Walmart or something, then it would be about $5.44. The lye, I buy my lye 10 pounds at a time, so it does take the cost down a little bit. So my lye costs 31 cents an ounce. I buy that off of Amazon. I'll try to remember to link it below. And so the total of that would be $5.58. The lard for us is free. I really don't know, even like before I did our own lard, I used to go to the butcher and I would ask him if he had any lard, and a lot of times he would just give it to me. So not lard, if he had any fat back, and I would just make my own lard for free before like anything. So I think that you can probably buy it from your butcher or get it really cheap from your butcher. Okay, so then 36 ounces of coconut oil at 16 cents per ounce at Sam's Club would be $5.76. Then we have 2 tablespoons of castor oil, which would be 1 ounce, which is 0.62. And then we have, and I get that off Amazon, and then olive oil I get from Sam's Club, and 45 ounces of olive oil, and that would be $14.85 at 33 cents an ounce. So the grand total of this would be $32.25. I did not include my essential oils in this, because essential oils vary so much from different oil blends, whatever you're doing. So I didn't include that in the price of this. This is just the basic soap without the essential oils. As far as essential oils go, I normally use Young Living essential oils as far as health and beauty. And I do not use those in my soap. That would be really expensive. If I did that, and I've never tried it before, so I don't want to try it and then waste like the money in essential oils. And I have not found anyone who does use Young Living essential oils in their soap. So if you know anyone who does, please have them contact me, because I'd like to ask them a couple questions. But at this point, I have not. So the grand total of $32.25. Each of my long bar things, I will get 12 4-ounce bars, or bars that are 4 or more ounces. So, or that's roughly about what I get. Pretty bird just dropped or landed right there. So yeah, it's, so 36 ounces, or 36 bars from the cut bars. And then I counted the other bars as well. So if it was just to be just the bars, then it would be 89 cents per bar. But I also got extra ones because I poured them into the pretty flowers. So if I counted those as bars as well, it would be 64 cents per bar. So not bad. Not bad. I mean, you're talking about less than $1 a bar, probably even with like just basic essential oils. Rose tends to be higher because it takes so much roses and stuff to do that. Anyway, your basic essential oils, you're getting, you know, a nice bar for about $1 a bar. I used to focus a lot on making sure everything was organic, and I like when I can do that. Currently, what I have in the house is, was it all organic? I actually think it was. Well, my lard I can't like count as organic, but like homegrown, whatever lard. The coconut oil was organic. Oh, the castor oil was not organic. So the 2 tablespoons of castor oil was not organic, and the goat's milk was not organic goat's milk. When I was doing it for all organic, I think it was like $1.57 a bar or something like that. But that was also a couple years ago when I was selling it. I'm okay with this because just doing this without being 100% organic is 10 times better than not. A lot of things have just changed. Last time I went, I couldn't get organic olive oil at Sam's Club. That's what I used to use. And I can't remember. I think that I actually used organic olive oil today and then figured out the price with organic. Because I still had some like in storage, but I'm gonna have to look, and I'm also gonna have to look to see, I need to stock up on some of this stuff. Anyway, so I will stop this video now. I encourage you to try doing your own soap making. I did this video where it is actually in real time, and I wanted to do that so you could understand the time frame it would take if you wanted to do this. Now, you were talking about making it, mine made 50 bars between both the what I'm going to cut and the small ones. You're talking about making 50 bars of soap, which normally that would probably take most people the year because the bar of the soap is really hard. So for us, it's more than that. So we will be making more soap, but most people are going to use like a bar a week, and that would be 52 bars. So you're talking about almost a whole year's supply, and that's how quick that we got it done. Yeah, pretty exciting. So I'll share just a clip of the final, like once I cut it, what it looks like. And yeah, y'all have a blessed day. Okay, so I have the 3 bars here, and then I have these ones here. I am going to pop them out. This has some cracking on the top. I did not cover it, and it was super humid, so I am fine with it. It's just for us. Okay, not super fancy. I'm not about the super fancy, guys. I'm gonna sit here So I am just going to, I usually have just a plain one. I can't find my plain one, so I'm going to use this cutter. This is my cutting tray, and I can do it here or here, whatever I want to do. So what I'm going to do first is just take one of these out, which normally I can just take my, sometimes it sticks right on the edge here. Whoop, can't really see it, right on the edge there. I usually take my cutter thing and use that. Yeah, it's morning, I have oodles to do. I'm just cutting this for you guys. So feels hard all throughout. I double check that, make sure that we're good, and then we're just going to pull the sides, make sure the sides are good, and then I'll flip it. Lift this off. A little soft there. I don't know, maybe the humidity doesn't like me. All right. Okay, normally I probably would just wait a day or two. Let me see how one of these cuts, because I'm being that'll cut all right. All right, I'm just gonna do it. I'm good with it. Normally you want to wait a little bit and then cut your bars. I don't really like the size of that bar. Let me see. It's gonna, for me, I'm gonna dry it like this for 6 weeks. So I'm not super concerned about it, honestly. Let me see. Move back. No more. There we go. I usually have this like all set, but I think maybe somebody else was cutting soap. Oh, I have one foot on one side and not another foot on the other side. That's why it's rocking. I'll just take that foot off. Oh, it's so humid again today. I am so done with this humidity, guys. So done. Let's see how this bar looks. You excited? I have somebody eating breakfast over there. So, the bars. Just gonna line these up. If you want them to look totally beautiful, you go with your totally beautiful thing. I just need functioning bars. You do not need a cutter like this. You can just cut them with a big knife if you want to. That is perfectly fine. However you want to do it. Like I said before, I used to sell soap, so I used to be very like professional and perfect about it. And now it's just kind of like, these bars are going in my thing. They will wash my children. I'm not too concerned. I used to weigh out every bar, make sure every bar was 4 ounces. I'm not doing that. These are gonna clean my family. I have a bunch of stuff to do today. Some kids are going blueberry picking today. Well, it's not really blueberry picking, it's blueberry raking, because in Maine, our blueberries grow on the ground. So we rake them like you would in like Alaska. So we have companies like Wyman's, you know, like the small wild blueberries. Those are the type of blueberries that we're doing. We know somebody who, they have a small blueberry field. So what we do is we rake, and then they will give us a portion of the blueberries for our own use. So that is what some people are doing today. I usually do it. It's only every other year that we can do that in their field, because they mow and wait for them to grow back. All right, those ones are done. So that is is what some people are doing today, which means that I need to actually clean out some of my freezers. So I think I'm doing some broth this morning. I'm going to start that. Today is Tuesday, so I will be starting that, and that will get done by I'm going to do this one sideways. So I don't know, I might do it if I start it early this morning. I have stuff all ready to start it. So if I do it early this morning, I might end up, because I have to, I have an appointment on Thursday, so I may end up, this is the vanilla one, and I'm going to cut these the other way. There we go. Sometimes I'm in the mood to make things like super beautiful, and whenever other times I'm just looking for function, so you'll notice a big difference just by the way that I feel at the moment. Right now, these are going to be beautiful bars once they cure. And I know all of the ingredients. I'm glad you're okay. I know all the ingredients in them. I know they're good ingredients. There's no like cancer causing ingredients in them, and that's what's important to me. So yeah, they're gonna go and do blueberries. So I think I'm going to do broth, and then I think I have a batch of leeks in the dehydrator that I did the other day from the garden. I need to powder those up, and then I think I'm gonna put some more of those frozen greens that we did before, the ones that are mixed from, oh, what do we have in there? We have cabbage and kale and broccoli leaves and all the leaves, cabbage leaves. I'm just going to dehydrate those and put those in the dehydrator, so that I can have some room in the freezer to freeze some blueberries when they come back. So we'll be sharing all of that in our Every Bit Challenge post. Let's see how many we got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, and this is 12. So when I did the cost on these, I did it for 12 bars, so the 13 is just a bonus. Alrighty. Pop this one out. This is the lemongrass. I can smell it. There we go. And here we go. If you want to, when you're doing bars like this too, you can put actual herbs on top. I did not. Yeah, I didn't know. These ones were just going to be plain. She learned how to do it, and that was my goal for this set.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is.
She's still sleeping. My 2-year-old's looking for my 3-year-old. She's lonely without her. She's been awake for about half an hour before she has been. So I'm excited for blueberries. Planned my menu for the month of August. I have a shopping list ready to go. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna do that on Monday, like a week from today. Just figuring it all out, guys. Figuring it all out. What day works with what? So busy. I have to go to the doctor's for ultrasounds twice a week now, and that's a long trip. Just depends on what I can do in that day. Sweet Pea got her pump. For all those who have been following her story, she got her pump yesterday. So she's excited for that. She was excited not to have a shot for her food. We just plug it into her pump. I don't know how excited she's going to be every time we change it, but you know. She held steady last night, so day half, good news. So far it's working. All right, so we got 12 in that one. So 12, 13, 12. Then we'll pop these out. Now, if you have these and you have these little tidbits here, we throw any tidbits into a container, and then you can actually heat that up with some water and make another batch. It's called remilled soap. You can make another batch of soap and it becomes like a harder soap. Some people seek after the remilled soap when I was selling it more than the regular soap because they said the bar lasts longer. I've never really done a scientific study on it, but we just try not to waste things. So you can add with all the tidbits at another time. We would do it like once a year, take all the tidbits up. And it's a great project for the younger kids. I might do that. I might share with you guys, you know, sometime in the middle of the winter, them making little crafts with the tidbits. That might be fun.
I'm all done.
You're all done? Good job. Morning. These I'm going to put onto a wire rack and just let them cool. I used to put them up in my bathroom on an old cookie, what do they call it? Are they cookie trays? No. I forget what they're called. They're like a wire rack that, I don't know. I had got them from a friend who'd gone to like a auction for like restaurant equipment, and she had picked them up and asked, and I ended up getting them from her. Aren't these so cute? The little kids are gonna love these ones. I'll show them to you closer up in just a second. So then the rest of this is all going to be tidbits over there, and I'll show you this. So these are all the flowers. And the flowers I'll probably use for hand soap in the bathroom because they're a perfect little size to do that. And it will make the little kids smile. So this is the vanilla. It turns brown just from the ingredients, just from the essential oils. This is the lemon, and then this is the lemon grass. They pretty much look the same, just a white bar of soap. Beautiful. And then this is how I'll have them curing.